I want to talk about Edward Furlong. He was the nation's darling after Terminator 2 Judgment Day ran in theaters for almost a year, as I recall. As a young man, I was very fond of him. He seemed to have a compelling aura about him that was almost separate from his acting. And yet, along the way, something went very dark, it is clear. Following Terminator 2 Judgment Day, he was in a number of films, very few of which contained the normal markers of celebrity corruption, i.e. secret society symbolism or occult motifs. There was Detroit Rock City, a hilarious coming-of-age tale centered around a worship of the band Kiss, whose popularity to me has always smacked of a spellcasting mystery since I basically thought their music sucked. Besides his involvement in American History X, a misleading socio-political fairy tale, which, much like A Time to Kill, helped to plant the seeds of the current radical justification myths of institutional racism, white privilege, and white supremacy. And there was his involvement in the perverse John Waters film Pecker, which was, frankly, fairly light and comedic in its deviance. Other than that, there are no real tangible markers of his having been ritualistically used and abused, except for what the English-born actor Tim Roth had to say about him, and his impression gathered during their time together on the set of Little Odessa, namely that he smoked too much. Quote, "He smoked like a stormtrooper, far too much for my liking. I worried, but he was a child star. God knows what Hollywood hell he must have gone through." And there is the dramatic change in his appearance. And then there's his career now, which for some time seems to have been in this conspicuous dark spiral. I say that in terms of the content of the films he's now choosing to be in, if it is a choice. We see him taking roles in darker and darker films, almost as if someone or some force somewhere has fetishized him for these roles. To me, there's a lot of unspoken mystery around Edward Furlong, and I just wonder what happened to him along the way. For Brandish Productions, this is Daddy Brandish.